here's Chesga Jackson's Q&A. Part 2. How do you stay so focused? Man, I don't stay focused at all. I'm so scatterbrained. I have to work on like 5 different things all the time to finish one thing. Because otherwise I can't pay attention to anything. If you're talking to me, I have to be on my phone, or I have to be doodling. I can't even talk on the phone. I won't talk on the phone. I mean, you have to text me so that I could open up other apps to reply to you, because I can't stay focused. If I'm working on music, I have 5 different songs that I'm working on. I have to have multiple things going on, otherwise I have nothing going on. What's taking you so long to release your album? There's a multitude of reasons. Computers have, took a dump on us. I want everything to be done right and have super good quality. So my recording part's all done. I'm just waiting for all that other end stuff to get done. But in the meantime, I'm gonna work on a mixtape. I'll release it all for free to you guys, so stay tuned for that. You have epilepsy? Doesn't the lights on stage trigger your seizures? No, I don't have that kind of epilepsy. They're still trying to figure out exactly what kind I have. I gotta set up an appointment to go to OHSU, and I'll just be there for like a few days, and they'll just monitor me 24/7, just to figure out what triggers me and whatnot. I'm on some medication, but I hate the medication. Looking through other avenues to see what I could do. Hopefully I get this resolved. Are you single? Yeah. Do you believe in ghosts? Yeah. I've always believed in ghosts. I've been sensitive to it ever since I was super tiny. It's a huge part of my culture. And it's a huge part of my life. I've always been, one to hear and see things. And I was told by my mima I should never be scared of it, because it's a gift. And if I am afraid of it, then I'll lose my gift. So I treasure it, I cherish it, I utilize it when I can. I'm grateful for it. So in short, yes, I believe in ghosts. What's your favorite animal? I'm cool, so wolf. What would be your dream collaboration? J. Cole or Royce the 5'9" is another super dope artist that I'd love to work with. What's your favorite thing about hip hop? I'd have to say it's the cross-pollination of arts, whether it's dance or whether it's graffiti or film. Hip hop has so many different avenues and channels, and it just brings out so many different kinds of artists. Also, it educates, whether it's about a culture, about personal struggles, or even a topic that you don't know about, or politics. Educates about grammar, syllables, different poets, poetry structure. There's so many different elements of hip hop, and I love all of it. If you didn't become a musician, what would you be doing? I don't want to go back to the roofing. I would love to be a teacher. I did that for a while, and I gotta say that was the coolest job I had. I would love to go back to it, but I'm just pursuing this music right now. So, I'd either be a teacher or I'd be a painter. What do you feel is the best song you've released, and why? I would have to say it's Graffiti Sunrise, which is off of my new album. I released it. It's on Bandcamp. I'll put the link in the description below. But it's dedicated to Laura, who I consider my little sister ever since my Negi, in English, my uncle, passed away. He was my mentor, turned me on to Wu-Tang Clan and graffiti. So he was a huge part of my life. I dedicated that song to his daughter. It's really emotional for me. So I haven't even performed it yet, because I don't know if I could. It's deep. You check it out. If you like it, it's available for purchase for $1. And if you really like it, then you could buy it for more than $1. But really, I'm just happy if you listen to it. If you could have your fans remember one thing about you, what would it be? That I was the truth, Whether it was with how I felt at a time, or whether it was what's going on in the world, what needs to be addressed. I always say how I feel, and I'll address it in a poetic way, or I'll address it straight up. and I strive to be that way as a person. I've always been straight up, and I want people to realize and recognize and remember that, that I'm always truthful, and I'll stay that way throughout my career and throughout my life. If you could date any other musician or celebrity, who would it be? I have a huge crush on Katelyn from UCLA. She's the gymnast that got perfect 10s. And in my eyes, she's a perfect 10. So if you're watching this, Katelyn, hit me up. I'm single. Do you think you can improve as a musician still? Yeah, of course. I'm always striving to be a better me. I listen to my own music. I enjoy it. I think it's, it may sound conceited, but I think it's good. I always strive to be better. When I listen to it, I'm like, oh man, like I should have said this here, or I should have paused this a little bit longer and then said it, or I should have said this differently. Critiquing myself and, trying to improve, trying to get better. Whether it's my next song, I want to be better on each next song that I do, or each feature that I do. I want it to be better than the last. Or each show, I'm picking up things and I'm learning, and I'm like, yo, like that worked. This next show, I'm gonna do that again, or I'm gonna make it even better and bigger this time. So I want to perform it better next time. So I'm always trying to improve, and it's working. I feel like I improve each time that I work on anything as a musician. When were you born? March 21st, 1991. Aries. How do you pronounce your name? I'm Chesga Jackson. You could just call me Chesga Jackson. Do you have children? If not, do you want them? I don't have any kids, but in the future, I do want kids. I want to pass down my legacy. Eventually, I want to teach my traditions and culture and keep it alive. Proudest moment in high school? I would just have to say it's graduating. I didn't think I would. Honestly, I shouldn't have graduated. I was hardly ever there. I was always skipping or switching schools, and I just wanted to skate. I just wanted to do art, and I just wanted to hang out with friends. And that's important stuff in high school, but you really got to get educated. And if you want to be a future leader in this world, you have to be educated. By some miracle, I did graduate. I planned to pass knowledge. I was a teacher for a little bit. Education is important, so stay in it. Go to college. Listen to me. Don't do as I do. What is your fear? I fear snakes. Terrified of them. I wasn't always afraid of them. Actually, as like a little kid on the res, I used to run around with my cousins and go catch them. We put them in a wheelbarrow and just roll around and have a bunch of snakes all day. But I don't know what happened. One day I woke up and I was just terrified. Now I can't watch them on TV. If somebody has a pet snake, I won't go in their house. Or if somebody brings a snake into a venue, I'm out of there. I hate serpents. It scared me. How tall are you? I'm 5'9". If you could change one thing about you, what would it be? I've always said that, if I got my first big check, that I would go and buy veneers. I want that $1 million smile. And a lot of people tell me, you should keep the gap in your teeth. Be like J. Cole, be proud and represent that crooked smile. But I don't know. It's just like, it's always been something I've wanted to do. A little bit self-conscious about it. But, I do feel like the gap does also give me character. It is me. Some say I should get braces, but I'm just too impatient for that. I'd go the veneer route. Do you have siblings? Yeah, I have 7 siblings. I'm the oldest. There's Johnny, Nanka, Wachazi, Moana, Keone, Chesga, and me Bahanga. So, got a lot of siblings. Windows or Mac? I've always been a Windows person. I don't know. I can't control Mac. I don't like it. I need the left click, the right click. It's just always been easier for me. Plus, it's just always been what I've used. I don't like Mac. I've heard that Mac is way better. Tons of my musician friends swear by Mac. It's all they'll use. But I've always been a Windows person. My studio stuff is all done on Windows. I love PC stuff. Favorite YouTuber? I'm probably biased because like my best friend is a famous YouTuber, Matty. I'll put his links in the description below. But he includes me in some of his videos. We go on crazy adventures together. He mentored me throughout a lot of my musician stuff. So he'd probably be my first choice for my favorite YouTuber. But besides him, I'd have to say David Dobrik. Huge fan of his videos, his vlogs. I've watched every single one. He's funny, man. Creates good content. And he hooks up all his friends, which is really cool. His day ones, and I respect that. And hopefully, I'll see him soon here at VidCon. Coke or Pepsi? Man, I'm from Atlanta. I gotta go for Coke. So this has been Q&A with Chesga Jackson. Shout outs to Caakes. Shout outs to BGS. Shout outs to all of you guys asking me questions and supporting me. Stay tuned for some cool stuff in the future. I love y'all. Peace.